Ladies, a lot of y'all are struggling with men, okay? So, I'm gonna tell you things to stop doing, okay? So you can have better success rate with men. Listen up, pay close attention, and avoid doing these things. Number one, stop being too available, okay? Let me repeat that. Stop being too available, all right? To the point where you forget to put yourself first. You forget to worry about or you forget to focus on you and your priorities, okay? Number two, stop pressuring him into a relationship. Stop pressuring him into something that he don't want, all right? Because if he's really into you, you ain't gonna have to do that. And number three, last but certainly not least, stop making him the ultimate center of your universe. A lot of y'all get into relationships with these dudes and you make the relationship your whole personality. Like, you forget about you. He is your whole personality. You drop everything about you and you put everything into him. Don't do that.
If it's one thing I've learned dating men, it's that doing less will always get you more. Always. I feel like a lot of women have a tendency to think, like, when you start liking him, you're like, oh, okay, I like him. Let me cook him dinner. Let me see if I can pick him up from work. Let me buy his meal sometimes. You start thinking, if I do all of this, then he will see what a catch I am. It's having the opposite effect, I promise. Have you ever heard a man be in a relationship with a woman or he's like, I liked her because she did so much for me? Was it a healthy relationship that it looked like you want to be a part of? Did it seem like he respected her? Did it seem like he really loved her? Or did it sound like she was made? When men like you, they want to give to you. When men like you, no matter what they have, whether they rich, poor, or somewhere in between, they want to give to you because they know that that's what it's going to take to get more of her time. If I have to buy her lunch, I'm going to buy her lunch because I need some more of her time. If I have to pick her up from work, I'm going to pick her up from work. Whatever it takes to get some more of her time. If I have to get her tires fixed, then I'm fixing them tires. Whatever it takes to get more of their time. When they like you, they want to do all that stuff. But you as a woman, when you start thinking, how do I make him like me? Oh, let me go do this, that, and the third. You already lost. Because it looks like you're auditioning to be his girlfriend. And if you are auditioning to be his girlfriend, you're never going to make it past the tryouts. I promise. I saw TikTok the other day. This is not about her. It's no hate to the creator before y'all start calling me bullies and all types of names in my comments. Not about her. It's just an example. But she was saying that she's been dating a man since June. It's October. She's been dating this man. And there's been multiple occasions where he's at work and he texts her and says, I'm hungry. I forgot my lunch. Will you bring me some food? So she's like, oh, yeah, sure. She will go get the food, buy the food, no reimbursement, coming out of pocket and never getting it back, and bring it up to his job like she's a DoorDash driver. That's what it was giving. It was giving DoorDash. And now she's told him, hey, I really like flowers. Will you buy me some flowers? Which you really should not even ever have to ask a man to buy you flowers. Personally, personal opinion, sorry. Nonetheless, he said no. I'm not doing it. I don't buy women flowers. That man is in receiving mode. He's not in giving. He's in, his palm is open. It's open and you keep putting stuff in it. So why would he ever turn the tables? Now for that specific situation, I think he really just don't like her that much. But that's not my business and that's not my point. My point is when you as a woman get in the mood where you keep giving and giving and giving, he's going to take and take and take and take. His hand is open and he's not going to close it. He would be a fool to. Why would he stop taking when he could just keep taking? What do you mean? So when you get that urge, when that little voice in your head is like, oh, let me go cook him his favorite meal, even though he's never done anything to deserve this. Let me go cook him his favorite meal and drop it by his house. And then he will see what a good girlfriend I would be. You've already lost, babe. You've already lost. Give it up.
A mistake that a lot of women do when in a relationship. This also happens in marriages, when a woman takes away a man's responsibility. This is what I mean. Hello, my name is Carlin. Restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. Never take away a man's responsibility. What do I mean by this? A man's responsibility is for him to provide and protect for you. Don't take that responsibility away because it'll make him lazy. That's why you hear a lot of women say, why couldn't he do that for me when we were together? But he's doing it to the other girl. That's because you took away his responsibility and didn't allow him to perform. You made him lazy. You need to understand that men are lazy and they're never, going to say no if you make their life easier. Now, this doesn't mean to be rude or mean and make them miserable. That's not the point. The point is to make him understand his responsibility as a man. And I'll give you an example. I don't worry about my car. That's my husband's responsibility as a man. He does the maintenance, he pumps gas, it's electric, so he goes and charges it. He pays a car note. He handles everything about the car because that's his responsibility. Can I do that? Of course I can do that myself. But why would I? When I have a perfectly capable husband to do that for me. And this doesn't necessarily have to be with a car. It could be with whatever responsibility that a man should do. Does this promote roles? Yes. But here's the thing. You don't want to make your man stupid or lazy. On the contrary, you want to admire him. And when you carry on his responsibilities, it encourages for you to be mothering him. And that's the last thing I want for you to do.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Tia LeRae for those of you who are new here. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back. So this is the Elevated Beauty community. We are focused on elevation. We want to prosper, and we're focused on getting motivated and just being the best versions of ourselves. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the family. So today we are going to be talking about things that you should never do for a man. These tips will help y'all avoid common mistakes that a lot of women go through when they really like a guy or they're in a relationship. You know, it's easy to get lost in the sauce, so just stay focused. And, you know, if you have done any of these types of things, just forgive yourself and know how to move in the future. So yes, let's give this video a good old thumbs up, and I will see y'all at the end of the video.
Men never pick the woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, helped him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his... He's not, okay? This is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man. It's just what it is. He didn't ask you to do all of that. And do you think he want to look at you and think like, oh, this woman helped me build my life? He's not your child, right? It just never works out like that. So do me a favor and save your time, your money, okay, and all of your energy, because it just never rolls around like that, baby. Either he's going to be like, thank you, peace out, or he's going to be like, I didn't ask you to do all of that. I didn't ask you to do all of that. It is going to be a conflict of interest. So you choose.
Things you shouldn't have to ask from your man. You should not be asking your man to post you on social media. Because sis, if they're not posting you, it's for a reason. You should not have to ask your man to plan dates for you. He should want to plan dates with you because he loves you and he wants to spend quality time with you. Girl, you shouldn't have to ask to see your man's phone. If you feel the need to go through his phone, that's a pretty good sign that you guys don't trust each other. You shouldn't have to ask him to stop liking other girls' photos if it makes you uncomfortable. If you ask him this and he still does it, he has no respect for you or your relationship. You shouldn't have to ask him to surprise you with flowers every now and then. You shouldn't have to ask him to man up and stop being a little bitch. Either he's a man or he's a boy. You shouldn't have to ask him to prioritize his health. If he can't take care of his health, how do you expect him to take care of you? You shouldn't have to ask him to stop dressing like a slob. He should be taking pride in his appearance. And lastly, you shouldn't have to ask him to pick up after himself. We are not his mother.
If you're cooking for your boyfriend who's not your husband, you messed up still. You don't cook for men who are not your husband unless they're paying you and you're a chef and your name is on a check, okay? You don't cook for people unless you're a caterer, okay? Unless they're your children. You don't cook for grown men for free. If you do, you're a pick-me. I'm sorry. And I will never say it's okay to cook for someone who's not your husband. You can cook and have a dinner party and invite other guests and let him taste your cooking if you're so worried about him thinking you can't cook. But you don't ever cook for him just to cook for him. You can bring him home some leftovers. You can bring him home some food from the restaurant. You can, bring him leftovers from your mom's house, but you can't cook for him. Okay? Why? Because that's wife privilege. Okay? Unless he's going to put you on his wheel and as the beneficiary of his insurance policy, you can't cook for him. Okay? So if he wants you to cook for him, have your name on some type of document where you are compensated in the future. Okay? Because you're putting in work as a wife and you're not getting any wife benefits. So, don't cook for that man. I don't care. Let him cook for you all he wants. You eat all his food, whatever. But you don't cook for him. You just tell him, oh, I only cook. I said I was only going to cook after I got married. So I'm waiting. Shoot. You don't cook until you get married. Believe me. They shouldn't be marrying you because you're a good cook anyway. Okay? You shouldn't be married for your maid skills. You should get married for other things. If you have never cooked for him, except for a few times with other people, like maybe on a holiday and you cooked for everyone, and he knows you can cook, he should not be marrying you just for your food, just so he can have a meal. He should be marrying you because that is not what a wife is supposed to do. Okay? That's not why people get married. Not, oh, she can cook. That's not a reason to get married. That's not even in the marriage vows. Okay? The reason people get married are in the marriage vows. Listen to them. For better or worse, through richer and poorer, but that's what they think. They don't say cook for your man. They don't. So they say forsake all others after you get married. Not before, but after. Okay? So make sure you're not giving him wife benefits. You act like you took them vows already and he haven't even given you a ring. And you want to be wife already. You're playing a role he's not even wanting for you to audition for. Okay? So stop. If you're cooking, throw all your pots out. If you're cleaning, throw all the cleaning supplies out. And tell him you're not doing that anymore. Okay? Until you are married. If he asks you what you bring to the table, say, me, myself, and I. And that's quite enough. If you don't want it, then don't take it. Somebody else will. Okay? Don't let men make you feel bad for not doing pick-me stuff. Okay? Because if you feel bad for not being basic, then you're stupid. Okay? And I'm just going to say, if you feel bad for not being basic, then that's on you. No one can make me feel bad for not being basic. I'm sorry. I don't need to cook or clean for anybody unless they're paying me. Okay? I don't need to do that. Why? Because that's not something that I want to do for someone I'm not committed to in a marriage. And I still don't do it because, don't have to. That's not why they married me.
Ladies, I beg of you, stop telling that man how much he hurt you. Leave with your dignity. That man does not care about how he has made you feel, because if he had cared, you would not be sitting here with a laundry list of all the ways he's hurt you that you want to communicate with him. And I want to be very clear in saying he does not care. I think it's very important for me to burst that bubble of hope that women have, that they think if they communicate to a man how he's made them feel, how they feel, and how they would have cared for him, that it will make him have a change of heart. It will not. So many women want to have this kind of conversation with a man when they're at the end of dating, and that literally kind of goes along the lines of, I really loved you, and you did this to me, and I would have done anything for you, and I wanted to have this with you, and in my mind I was thinking we were going to be this, and I was ready to give you everything. Baby, he knows. That's why he dog walked you. Because he knows the only reason that you are leaving now is because you have absolutely no choice. He has rubbed your face in the mud. And he also knows that this speech of yours is a last-ditch attempt to see if he might possibly could change his mind. That man is taking pleasure from you humiliating yourself. Please stop it. If he cared, you would not be in the situation that you are in right now. Stop thinking that men don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they are doing, and they know exactly what you are willing to put up with. Men deliberately do shady things to test the waters to see what your rebuttal is going to be. And when they've done a few of those and your rebuttal is to do nothing but moan, whinge, complain, they're like, aha, because they know they got you right where they want you. One thing as women we need to understand is men like to have women on standby. So men are never really completely single. They always have women in the background. They don't mind having a woman around a lot of times. They just don't want the commitment. And often they don't want to be tied to one woman only. Men love the freedom to move around. So oftentimes, just as you as a woman who has dated this man have these feelings for him, there are multiple other women who at the same time as you, or just before you, or just after, are going to have the exact same feelings and experience with this man that you are having. You are not special. Well, you are special, but you are not special to this man. And what is going to happen is you are going to pour your heart out. Nothing is going to change. So you will either just completely stop talking as you were going in that direction anyway, or you will continue the back and forth where he's dog walking you. Those are your only two options. That speech is not going to make him become who you want him to be, just to be very clear. So anyway, what's going to happen is when you say this speech and everything, and you know, the thing runs its course and you eventually do stop speaking to him and you go through and hopefully heal and look back, you are not going to be able to pass that man and hold your head up high or with your chest back, because he is going to know that you are rolling back on the floor, forth on the floor, wanting to be with him so badly. Like, yes, we all lose a bit of pride when we're in the process of a breakup with a man that we care for, but hold on to a little bit left of your pride. Please, I beg you. If you are in this position, do not send this message, because when you have recovered from this man, if you ever see him or if your name ever comes up in conversation, you do not want your name to come up as bottom barrel. Maintain your self-love and your self-respect. Type the message in your phone. Do not send it. If I can tell you one thing that I would love for you to just keep hold of, he doesn't care. Just keep telling yourself he doesn't care. And I know it sounds heartless, but it will save you a world of shame and pain, because I love you deep and I need you to hear this. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
He treats you like you're nothing, so become nothing to him. Disappear from that man's life. He clearly thinks you're forgettable, so forget about him. Make yourself a distant memory to that man, because you will no longer be a presence in his life. Walk away from any situation that is not serving you. Walk away from any person that does not value you. Stop giving away your attention and time at a deeply discounted price of free $99. They don't have to put in any effort. They don't have to put in any time to get your attention. Walk away, disappear, prove to yourself that you deserve better treatment than what you are allowing to happen in your life. And when you do, your self-love, your self-respect will skyrocket, because now that you've removed yourself from that situation, you've opened up your life to amazing opportunities, amazing relationships, people who will truly value you and feel blessed to have you in their life. Remind yourself who you are, that you are that girl, that you do not deserve to be at the bottom of anybody's totem pole. No. As soon as someone shows you that they do not value your presence, walk away. Leave them all the way alone.
Hey there. Have you heard the saying that absence makes the heart grow fonder? Some of you ladies are too available. You want to visit the man every single minute. You want to be around him. Let me tell you something. Do you know why you don't receive that I miss you message? It's because you're there all the time. They don't miss you because they know when they want you, you'll be there. So one trick I can tell you is that absence helps a lot. You being away helps them miss you more. Trust me, it does work. Overly available makes you desperate and clingy and attached. Sometimes you need a little bit of absence. Show them what they're missing, okay?
4 things a woman should never do for a man. New to me, I'm Coach Los, certified life and relationship coach that helps you fix your relationship or find the one you want. I need you to be aware of these because these are common pitfalls women fall into doing that gets them very unhealthy, unhappy, and toxic relationships. Number 1, never lose yourself in your man. Meaning don't fall so head over heels for him to where you're trying to be his everything so much, being that feminine, nurturing person that you are, right? Dedicating everything you are to him to the point that you start losing sight of your own identity. As a woman, you're a natural nurturer. So you're really good at pouring into the person you love and caring for them. And this is something that happens with moms or wives that are taking care of the family and the kids so much that they forget to take care of themselves. So getting too lost in him is the fastest way to start neglecting yourself and your own interests and goals. Always keep a self-love and self-care routine. Second, never accept disrespect or abuse from a man. You always have to maintain yourself as a prize, and a prize can't be treated any kind of way. Because the more you let disrespectful things slide, it's the more you start to devalue yourself in his eyes and in your own eyes eventually. Have boundaries and be willing to walk if they're consistently violated. Third, never ever lower your standards to match his if they're not on your level. Your standards are to preserve the level you need to live at to be happy. Lowering them for him signs you up for a miserable relationship. I don't care about potential, either he steps up or he's got to go. And fourth, never do his job for him. Let him be a man. You can help him, but he has to take the lead. Doing it for him hurts you both. Let's get it.
How do you handle a man who doesn't call and text as much as a woman does? I don't text him. What are y'all doing? Why do y'all need to text him? Text your friend, text your mama, text your sister. Why do you got to text him? That's my question. If you want a man to chase you, let him miss you. Y'all are texting too much. They know everything. They don't even have to hire a private investigator. You telling on yourself. Who cares? If you text them once a day after they text you, then that's it. I didn't even text James today at all. 0 times. Why? Because I don't care. That's why he loved me more, because I don't bother. Okay? Stop texting. Stop it. I'll see him when he get home, okay? Does no contact work on every guy? I don't know. But if you bug him to death, it probably will if you stop. Don't sweat nobody. Exactly. If a man thinks that you're all trying to be up in his business all the time and find him, what's going on, and text me, you're needy. He don't need you. You need him. Okay? If you never text, he's going to wonder what you're doing. Your whole day is going to be running through his mind. I wonder what she's doing right now. I wonder who she's with. I wonder who this. I wonder what she's doing now. Da da da. Or no text. Dang. Shoot. Does she really love me at all? I need to figure out what can I do to get this woman to just fall in love with me. I mean, I do everything. He's going to keep trying harder and harder.
Why you can't be too accessible?
Man, I got a gem for y'all, yo. So look, it's thousands and millions of beautiful women in the world, fellas. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gonna have desires at all times, no matter if you married, no matter if this your baby mom's. It doesn't matter, right? You gotta be so in love with yourself that you don't just let things come in your life that can fuck you up. And that's just women, and that goes for women as well with men. You know, it's toxic. Energy is everything, right? So what I was saying in that post is you can't be too accessible or obtainable. It makes your, it'll literally make your worth go down. Like, the reason most people want the rapper lifestyle is because it's hard to obtain. Yep. The reason everybody want to be an entrepreneur is because it's hard to, get to those numbers that they seeing. So you really wouldn't want it if it wasn't hard to get. So that's why I keep saying, you got to hold this bar on yourself. I'm not about to just mess with any girl. I can't just shoot my shot at every single girl that DM me, even if you is popping, because, it's going to make your worth go down once people realize it. Yeah. So, I have that self-worth, I know I'm the shit. You know what I mean? I can pull any girl, but I'm not about to shoot my shot at any girl.
Should never do for a man in a relationship, a boyfriend, is rescue him financially. You're not Paw Patrol. You're not here to rescue everybody. That's not your role. You're going to kick yourself out of your feminine energy very fast if you think you can save every Tom, Dick, and Harry. That is not what you're going to do. Stop trying to help him. You are not going to raise his masculine energy in him and create a man who really feels good about himself in your company. Even if your advice is great, you're going to land on your ass. That's not what you want. Let him figure it out. Let him sort it out. You're not his mummy. It's fine. He can do it.
There are men out there that will take advantage of you in regards to the things that you can do for them. And I really believe that the less you do for a man, the more that they do for you. Men don't fall in love with you the more that you do for them. This was actually said by my own guy friend. He told me that the girl that he had to work really hard for, the girl that didn't give him much at all to work with, she was very spacey with replies to him. She'd only talk to him very here and there. She would not give anything to him. She would not pay for him. She would not do any of that stuff that I see a lot of girls doing these days. But it made him way more intrigued with her. He was absolutely obsessed with her. He wanted to do more for her because she was doing literally nothing for him at all. Now, counter this with a girl that he met the other day, and she completely liked him immediately, okay? She offered to literally pay for his trip to Vegas for his birthday, and she was just offering all of these things that she could do for him. And what does he do with that? He literally is like, that's cool and all for him, but he was not, like, that did not make him like her more. You know what I mean? And she was a really cool girl, is what he said. But it didn't get him to want to really do anything for her whatsoever. In fact, he told me that he'd honestly would rather be with her just so he can get the most out of this girl. So all I'm telling you is men know that they will not appreciate you as much if you're doing so much things for them, especially if they haven't really earned it, or even then if you are putting them on a pedestal and you're offering all of these things that you can do for them, they don't appreciate you that much. The more you prioritize yourself as a woman and less on that man, the more he will be drawn to you, because that's just how their brains work. And you know what my guy friend said to me as well? He said, Ashley, you need to get the most out of these men. Get the most out of these men, because they know we hold a lot of power. They know that our energy is priceless, and they will do what it takes for the right girl. So promise, you're allowed to ask for whatever the hell you want to ask for. And if someone is not going to do that, someone else will. This is confirmed by my own guy friend. And I asked him, okay, so this girl that's doing all this stuff for you, like, does that make you like her? And he's like, no. The girl that I had to work really hard for is way more intriguing to me and way more interesting. That just keeps me on my toes, and I'm like obsessed with this girl. So you need to make these men like obsessed with you. Do less. I promise you'll get way more in return.
These are the things that I will never do for a man. I'm not moving in with a man. In my opinion, that is the quickest way to speed up the breakup process. I will never put another woman down or fight another woman over a man, because they're for fun. Men are for fun. It will never be that serious to me. I'll also never take a charge for a man, because I have a perfect record and I'm not risking my future for a man that I'll be interested for a couple of days. I'll never adjust my schedule for a man, because first come, first serve, and I think my facial is more important than a man trying to convince me to have sex with him. I will never hold it down for a man in jail. The moment they put you in handcuffs, it is over for me. I'm not a ride or die. I'm not moving states just to be with a man. If my life is here, my friends, my family, my job, everything is here, I'm not going to move all the way over there and be secluded from everybody just to be with you.
Ladies, let me give you 6 things you should never do. 6 things. I want you to write them down. Number 1, run after man. Never run after man. Let him pursue you. Never run after man. Number 2, never value a man more than you value yourself. You never make him feel like he's on a higher pedestal. You have just as much value as he does. Number 3, want a man more than he wants you. You never show a man that you want him. It should be equal. It's a reciprocal. Number 4, let him feel that you can't live without him, that life can't go on without him, that you can't move on, that you can't function, that you can't think without him. Number 5, he don't have to provide and take care of you. He does. He's the man. He's the leader. He should provide and take. It is an honor for him to provide and take care of you. And number 6, the last one, that you're a fan of his. You esteem him high. You're not a fan. You're a partner. These are 6 things, and I want you to repeat this over and over again, and I want you to share it with 6 other women and say, these are things in the comments I will never do. Go with God.
See, I hate to be a I told you so ass bitch, but didn't I tell y'all to never help a man when he down, because all he gonna do is resent you for it later on? all he's gonna do is feel emasculated. And now we're seeing that shit unfold with Keke Palmer and her baby father. Didn't I tell y'all that he was a bum on the podcast? Didn't I say that? I told y'all that he was a bum and she was doing everything for him. And that never works out. It never works out in the woman's favor, because when you do everything for a man, you make more money than him, you put him on, you give him a job, whatever you do. When you help a man when he's down, when he get back up, all he's gonna do is resent you for helping him out, and he's gonna feel emasculated. And an emasculated man is a dangerous man, because now he gotta do something to show his masculinity. He gonna cheat or he gonna put his hands on you. I'm telling you. And now we see it all unfolding with Keke Palmer and her boyfriend. I told y'all that he was a bum. I told y'all that she put that boy up. I told y'all this. And I'm not saying, oh, I said it. But I'm just saying, like, this is a perfect example why you never help a man when he's down. Because he will resent you for it later on and show his ass.
Wrote you and said, what you doing? And you answered, easy access. You shouldn't give a man too much easy access to you, especially for free. When you are mysterious, your value increases. But when you're always available for him, whenever he calls or texts you, your value decreases. You have to leave room for some exclusivity.
If there is one superstition that I will die by, never buy a man a pair of shoes, because he will wear those shoes and walk out of your life. And I did not know this was a thing until it happened to me. And when it happened to me, all of my girlfriends were like, why would you buy him shoes? Like, did you not know that this was a thing? So let me tell you what happened. A couple years ago for Valentine's Day, I was dating this guy and he always wore these like white Adidas sneakers that just like irked my soul. He would wear them all the time. And I was just like, you know what, for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna get him a pair of sneakers. I worked for Kith at the time, so I just like knew what sneakers were hot. I knew what the guys were wearing. I was like, I am gonna get him a nice pair of sneakers that he can wear instead of these Adidas that he just wore all the time. I remember reaching out to one of the Kith buyers and I'm like, okay, what should I get him? And she was like, all right, get him these Casablanca New Balance collab sneakers. They're hot, he'll love them, super cool. I'm like, great. I got him the sneakers. I wrap them up really nice, like make it really cute. I present them to him, like he's so happy, he loves them, he tries them on, things are good. Tell me why, not even a week after I gave this man these fucking shoes, he breaks up with me. Like, and I knew we were breaking up because we typically would like see each other often and like always had plans. But there was like definitely distance and things were off. And I remember he called me one day, it was probably on like a Friday morning and it was like gloomy outside. And he's like, hey, like, I think we should meet up and talk tonight. And I was just like, no, let's just do it right now on the phone. And so it was like, whatever, and things were done. And I'm like, okay, fine, like I'll move on with my life. We're not a fucking match. Cool. I remember on April 2nd, I threw a party for my podcast. It was one of the first events that I've ever thrown in New York City. And it was a really big deal for me. Everybody came out. It was so much fun. I was by the elevators and I was taking photos with the photographer. And one of my really good friends comes out of the elevator and I'm like, oh my God, like, hi. And I like go to hug her. And behind her is this fucking man that had just walked out of my life with the sneakers that I bought him, wearing the sneakers at my fucking party. And he goes, hey Kim, do you like my sneakers? And there is a photo of me when I saw him. I'm going to insert it right here. This is me when I saw him walk in behind my best friend and I almost died. I was like, this has to be a sick joke. And I was so mad because I'm hosting an event with all of my friends. Like, I just want to have a good time. And now you throw this bullshit in the mix. And I'm like wondering if like he's still into me or there's like unfinished business and I can't like focus on just having a good time. And I remember being so pissed off and I called him the next day and I just ripped him a new one. And I was like, do not ever fucking speak to me again. This is bullshit. You do not do that to someone. Anyway, long story short, do not buy a man fucking shoes because he will walk out of your life in those shoes and then try to walk back into your life in those shoes on your big day and completely throw you off and have you fucking crying in the bathroom, a fucking Dumbo house on the floor. Like, is this my life? Anyway, the superstition is true. And if you did buy your man a pair of shoes for Valentine's Day, take them back, return them, get your money back, get a fucking store credit. I don't give a damn. Sell them on StockX. Like, do not give a man a pair of shoes. Just don't do it.
Men never pick the woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, help him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his... He's not, okay? This is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man. It's just what it is. He didn't ask you to do all of that. And do you think he want to look at you and think like, oh, this woman helped me build my life? He's not your child, right? It just never works out like that. So do me a favor and save your time, your money, okay? And all of your energy because it just never rolls around like that, baby. Either he's going to be like, thank you, peace out, or he's going to be like, I didn't ask you to do all of that. I didn't ask you to do all of that. It is going to be a conflict of interest. So you choose.
I'll never forget, this man asked me why I don't cook for him every night. So I asked him why he ain't put a ring on my finger. It's giving wifey, and you're not making me your wife. I'm not making you no meals. I'll make a meal here and there, but like, you're expecting me to make you a meal every day and I'm not your woman for real? This is what really messed it up for me. I had a boyfriend for 2 years and I had ended up getting pregnant with my second child. I wanted our relationship to work so bad. We was fighting every other day, fist fighting, all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know why I wanted to be in love so bad with this man, and I just knew he wasn't the right one for me, but I was pregnant, so I just wanted our family to work. He would always complain, oh, you don't cook. I'm like, dude, we don't live together. What you want me to do? Come to your mom's house and cook it? So when we finally got a place or whatever, I promise he used to complain. I used to do everything for that man. I cooked 3 times a day, and I had a full-time job. Cleaned all of his laundry, cleaned the house, kept everything clean, folded his clothes. When I tell you this man didn't have to do one thing, even when I moved in, I moved everything in that house by myself. Everything I paid for, everything was mine. He didn't even really help me for real. So I'm sitting up here like, boo-boo the fool cooking him all these meals, be trying to be a good woman to him so that he can understand I am a wife and we gonna make this family work. Y'all, oh, I found out that he was cheating on me. I done paid for him to get the Sprinter van up in Miami. He be rapping, so he had a video shoot. This man was cheating on me on the trip. Meals cut from there on out. I will not be cooking for nobody's son no more. Period. You're dead. Folding clothes, doing laundry, you're dead. Get your mama to do it. I ain't doing it. Get somebody else to do it.
This is the science behind being too fucking available for a man. When you are always there, always available, always saying yes, always accommodating, always working around his schedule and doing everything for him, you will, I promise you, you will be taken for granted. You lose your edge. You lose all your fucking edge by doing that, okay? You are giving him everything on a silver platter. It's just so easy and simple because he knows you're going to cancel your plans for him. Why the fuck are you doing that? Be busy, honey. Even if you got fuck all to do, be busy. He doesn't know that you don't have anything to do. Be busy. Sorry, I'm out. Sorry, I can't right now. I made plans. I'm doing this. You have a life outside of him. You know that, right? So you're gonna stop saying yes to everything and you're gonna practice the word no, okay? No is going to be your best friend. If he asks you to come see him, if he says that Friday night works best for him, you're going to pivot and you are going to tell him the days that work for you. Yes, you are. You can even be so polite and nice and give him a choice. I'm free Tuesday or Thursday, pick one. And if he doesn't pick one and comes back and insists on Friday, you know he doesn't really give a fuck about you and your schedule. He doesn't respect your time and your efforts and your energy and the fact that you have a life. If he likes you, he will pick a time that works for you. If he doesn't, then he really wasn't that into you to begin with and you just dodged a bullet. Stop catering to these guys and making it so fucking easy for them to essentially just take advantage of you. Build your life first. Hi, hello, it's me. You have a life. You know that, don't you? You have a life outside of a man. Start focusing on yourself and start building it. Always put yourself above him. Always put yourself above him. You show people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Do you respect yourself? Do you respect your time? Do you respect your efforts, your energy? Do you value that energy? Be selective. Be selective with what you say yes to and who you give your time to. Like, who can see you, baby? Who can see you? It's also very attractive, very attractive. I'm telling you, it is very attractive when you hold your own. Okay? Don't listen to the losers. Don't listen to the losers. It's me and you right here. It's me and you. I would never lie to you. Very attractive when you say, no, thank you. Actually, I don't want to. I want to do this. Trust me.